Hi again, everyone. Scott Pyre, pop culture fan here, and in this video, this week, this Thursday is Halloween. So, yeah, I'm really excited for Halloween. I'm gonna head to my friend Sean's house after work this Thursday, and I'm gonna spend Halloween with him, and I'm really excited for that. And what I want to do for the next couple days, hopefully also on the days that I'm working, I'm gonna try and do at least one Halloween themed movie review or a horror film. So for this video, I want to review Monster House, the 2006 film. And this movie, it was directed by Gil Kenan, by the way. Some of his most recent work being the two most recent Ghostbusters movies, Afterlife and Frozen Empire. He directed Frozen Empire, and I think he does a really good job with this movie in particular, Monster House. And, it's done with motion capture technology, right? Creating these characters and the animation style. And similar to the Polar Express, I think a lot of the character models kind of represent the actors voicing them a little bit. Like the best example of that is Kevin James voicing a cop in this movie. I think his character model kind of looks like Kevin James a little bit, and that's really cool. I like Kevin James a lot. He's a funny actor, and he voices a cop in this movie. And then also Mitchell Musso voicing the lead character, DJ. For those of you that have been around my age that grew up with Disney Channel, Mitchell Musso was famous for his role on Hannah Montana. So yeah, Mitchell Musso voices DJ, the lead character in this movie. And I like the three characters that you're following in this film. DJ and his friend Chowder and Jenny, they're kind of like the Harry, Ron, and Hermione of this film, having a bit of a Goonies vibe, this movie does. And I like that, and I like that this movie, leading up to Halloween, it captures the autumn, fall atmosphere very well. In this, you see brown, orange leaves falling, and kids trick or treating on Halloween Day. It captures that atmosphere very well in this film, and that's something I really like about it, as well as also the mystery behind the house. And very early on in the film, there are moments where you can tell something is going on with the house, right? And i I don't want to butcher the character's name, Nevercracker, and I don't want to butcher his name, but the old man that's kind of trying to protect the house, and he's like, get off my lawn. He's that kind of guy, but for good reasons. And this mystery there, by the end of the film, it's tragic. I feel for his character, and it's a tragic story, what happens with how the house became what it is. And I think that's probably the thing that intrigues me the most about this film. There's quite a few moments that are kind of haunting, and that's very telling. It's a movie about a house that's possessed, so you can tell that this movie kind of treads on similar kind of tropes as horror movies do, even though this isn't a horror film. It has that same kind of respect that adults would see watching this film. So you can watch this as a kid, but you can also watch this as an adult, and you can appreciate it for that. That's another thing about this movie I really like. And I think the character of DJ, he's in the house across the street from the monster house, right? He's kind of spying on the house early on, and he's already suspicious of the house. And there's this whole thing where the old man, he can't stand kids getting near his house, because if you've seen the third act, you can kind of that creates this rewatchability as to why the old man is the way he is. And that's what I like the most about this film. The foreshadowing, and the way it's sort of being like a coming of age story as well for DJ. And by the end of the film, he realizes that he needs to, appreciate being a kid more. And I like that. So yeah, and the music too. This movie was produced by Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg, and I think this movie, similar to Polar Express, does something very interesting in regards to being a bit of a thrill ride, like that film. And I love it. I love it for that. I remember like there was a video game that came out for this movie that I had for my GameCube, and that was fun. And overall, it's a great film to watch around this time. Definitely a perfect Halloween film to watch for all ages, and just a nice little treat to have going into Halloween. So yeah, I don't really have any flaws with this movie except. I mean, there are characters in this that I feel like could be a little bit more fleshed out and have a little bit more to do. Like, there's the babysitter character. I feel like she could have had a little bit more to do in the story, but she was also she was a goth girl, kind of not really being a proper babysitter, not treating DJ with respect and all that kind of stuff, and having a boyfriend over. In that way, it reminded me of the Halloween movies a little bit. But it's still decent. It's a very solid film. And also, I mean, I will admit that there are times that the pacing, well, actually, no. The pacing is really good. And I don't have any flaws with it, really. I just think that some characters don't get fleshed out enough. And also, I gotta hand it to the cop characters in this movie. They were fun screen time with those characters. They kind of reminded me of this one cop character on Because of Winn-Dixie, who's there. But yeah. I just enjoy this film. It's an enjoyable film, and I love it, really. It is an A grade for me. That is my grade for Monster House. And I have another movie that I want to review for you guys, probably either later today or tomorrow when I get home from work. So I won't tease it here in the recording, but I'll mention it in the description. So look forward to this next review that I will do. This one that I will be reviewing. It is a horror film, and it's one that I don't get talked about enough. And it's a David Cronenberg film. So look forward to it. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.